tuning in to the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads from over 200 countries and your #1 source in after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All completely free thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Internet! We are here, doing a show that was once on the internet, but was now on TV, and now we're back on the internet. That's some Inception business.
That's a circular logic right there. It's the circle of life, the cycle of all things in the universe.
Welcome to the Epic Meal Empire AfterBuzz. We're here together, the two of us, as we always are. I'm the internet soapbox Mark, joined by the Hobo.
The Hobo, that's it. That's all you need to know. 4 little letters, H-O-B-O, have the biggest meaning on the planet Earth, next to maybe E-M-E, Epic Meal
Energy? Epic Meal Empire?
Empire.
EMT.
Or entertainment. They are massively entertaining.
So we're here. Why are we here? Why is it us? Why is it these two schlubs with a belt with a golden SNES controller on it?
Schlubs. Now that's an understatement.
I'll tell you what. Had a chance to party with the Epic Mealtime guys before. They're wonderful humans. I have actually enjoyed an epic meal. It was one of the best things I've ever had in my life.
What was it?
It was the live show they did at Comic-Con where they took essentially they pitted a whole bunch of Big Macs, wrapped them in a bacon weave, and put them in a pig, and then they sliced it. And as they were holding it up, I was like, I want to eat that. And then Harley said, here you go, little boy. And then he handed it to me. And I just went to town and just held it up and passed it behind me. The friend who I was next to hated me. Because he's like, why did she give me a bite? It's like, sorry, I was full of pig. One of the best things I've had in my life. What about you, Hobo? Why are you here?
I am the hungriest man in professional wrestling. I am a professional wrestler, certified. You can look me up. I'm on the internets too, baby. I'm all over the place. And I've had a chance to actually visit the set. And it is quite a wondrous place, this Epic Meal Empire set. It is, my God, just the creations. You can smell them. It's in the air. It's in everything that it is. I got to be in the ambulance.
You jerk.
I know, great.
So hopefully what we're hoping for is because the Hobo left his mark,
Skid mark,
we're going to try to get into contact. I'm just belching, and I haven't even gotten into this yet. We're going to try to get on the set and at least talk to some of the guys. That's what we're going to try for this season, but why don't...
But it's up to you guys. If you guys make enough noise, we can get them in here. So, hey, feel free to share away. Make some noise for us.
And maybe we can get on the set again.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Maybe some Jake Danny's.
Jake Dennis?
Yeah, Jake Dennis.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's TV, you can't say advertisements. Let's get started with where they started with the first episode. We're going to be covering the first 2 episodes, and we're going to try to do as many episodes as we can before we catch up to the current air date. So today we're going to be doing 2 episodes. We're going to start with Taterbot.
Taterbot! I felt like singing it. I don't know why.
It's perfect. It started out with the gentleman, I'm just going to crack this open here, with the gentleman saying you can't drink on television. So they're not going to drink on television.
Just goes to show, baby, they are breaking all the rules. They simply do not care.
Luckily, we're on the internet. So, Slancha, cheers to you,
Cheers
Hobo.
to you, sir.
To you, and to you out there.
That's it, Daniels.
That works good. That works really nice
that's
with that.
actually not bad.
Yeah, we got peach tea. You go, girl. So we get introduced to the new Epic Mealtime HQ. This beautiful new building paid for thanks to the funds of FYI. And whether you're a professional chef or an internet professional chef or not, this building who doesn't want to live in this building? It's flippin' gorgeous.
I mean, what you can really say about it, it is 100% converted. It used to be, I'm sure, some sort of old warehouse, and it's over in the industrial area, like I said, but it's 100. Everything is epic meal time. Everything. The doors are marked. The outside's got a moose head. That moose head was there when I walked up. I'm like, I must be in the right place.
Must be in the right place. A small patch of Canada.
Yeah.
Tell you what, they had a place for taking orders. They had a place for notes and brainstorming. They had the cooking area, the wall of cutlery.
What cutlery? Yeah, right. Chainsaws,
samurai swords,
and
chainsaw. Just beautiful.
There's a deli counter in there. I don't think they've had a good shot of it yet. There's a deli counter with pigs' heads, each of them painted like somebody else. Like the Joker was in there, and there were a couple others.
There's a lot of wide shots where you get to see them. Are those pig heads in there?
Yes.
Perfect. Beautiful. And we get... Whoa, where am I? So Harley, sorry.
It's a very dense show.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They don't stop talking. They have such a chemistry between the four of them that they literally, it's just one-liner after one-liner after one-liner on this show. It's almost impossible to follow.
It's hard to miss.
At least for our purposes. At home, when you're just watching it, you're laughing your butt off.
It's a very entertaining show.
Yeah.
Harley is a mad... They're all crazy. They're all different forms of crazy. Harley reveals to the guys that they're going to essentially be turning into a catering service. And they're going to be taking orders, and they're going to be delivering their brand of food around the area, the Southern California area. And
not an easy task.
No, especially for them.
Not
like,
around here.
You can't make a gluten-free epic meal. There's no way. Is bacon gluten-free? Who knows?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you can just make all meat. Whole meat. No bread.
That's right for them. Dude, the meat salad. Jeez. Oh, that was one of the most... couldn't even watch it. But they decide they're hungry. They've done enough work for a day, and they're going to make some lunch. And we see them revisit an old favorite, which becomes a staple in the series. They revisit their old favorites that they make on their show, youtube.com/epicmealtime, what? And they made their fast food lasagna. They called it the cheeseburger lasagna, but it is the fast food lasagna, where they have 4 layers of cheeseburgers split up by a bacon weave with a Big Mark sauce.
Big Mark. Mark Donald's.
From Mark Darnold's.
Mark Darnold's.
And he's like, you know why we're doing that, right? You know, just laughing like a madman.
No blinking either. The man doesn't blink.
Straight into the camera.
Freaky.
It's beyond bizarre. And that's one of those there's so many times we see the epic meals and you go, oh my god, how do they even smell that without going like, jeez. But the cheeseburger lasagna is one that I look at and go, oh, I'd so take a bite of that.
Right, and it's got the meat sauce in it too.
Yeah, it's meat sauce with one layer of Big Mark sauce.
Yeah,
and then onion rings on top with mozzarella.
With the cheese. I'll tell you, it's a good thing that all of the elements in that are pre-cooked, or else you would literally have to keep that in an oven for about 2 days to cook all the way to the center. You basically just cook it till it's warm.
Put it in the oven till it's done.
Till it's done. Kind of crispy on the outside, because it ain't getting done in the middle, baby.
Oh, no.
That pan is like a foot tall.
Yeah, no.
Where did they get a pan like that?
Internet.
Jeez.
Where else?
Madness.
And while they're eating this meal, Harley reveals to them that, oh, by the way, Natalie's coming. What? So they had to hire somebody to handle the business. They need somebody to make the calls and take the calls to make this business work.
It makes sense to me. Not one of these guys is actually prepared for the rigors of some sort of food craft service type business, food preparation business. They're internet guys. They only really cook for themselves and special guess, but just serve other people, you need a professional, a go-between, because Harley kind of looks like he would kill you. I don't think that's a real turn-on for people looking to get catering.
It depends on where you go. Cannibal festivals. Well, there's an episode later in the season.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that one later in the season. And they introduce her. She comes in. She's like, oh, where's the fork? Where's the napkins? Where everything? And then she just... In order, like they said, going into prison and beating somebody up to prove that you're tough, essentially, they were waiting for her to prove herself. So she grabs a big old piece of the lasagna, just horks into it, and just like, that's really good.
Atta girl.
Seriously, if you have essentially a quadruple decker cheeseburger with bacon in between and onion rings on top and all of that, and there's no way that you can eat that with a knife and a fork. You have to grab that with your hands.
Maybe a pickaxe, some sort of larger piece of mining equipment. Would really serve to help eat this monstrous piece of food.
Like a haystack.
I mean, and they served it in about 6-inch by 6-inch squares. At least a foot tall.
They were taller than they were wide.
It was a tower. Oh my god!
And I got to tell you, man, I could, I could see working crew on this show. You have the best meals for every shoot.
Yeah.
It's like, because 4 dudes aren't gonna finish that. They probably
no.
could. And like they used to do on the internet, they used to like take turns with who would eat the main crux of the meal. But without Muscle's glasses here, I like the refined bit of the 4 of them. But the first job that we hear that we have is they're going to be cooking for kids. There's a teacher that some sort of specialty kindergarten that we learn.
Kind of looks familiar. I may have walked past it once or twice.
I mean, but to be fair, you walk a lot and you walk past a lot of.
I mean, it's around here somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Yeah.
A bunch of kids that eat healthy all year finally get a chance. It's the end of the year. We're going to treat them to something special. So they want you to head down there. And I just can't help it. Before they do that, Harley, for some reason, they need a way to get the epic meals to their clients. They can't stuff 4 pigs into the back of a car. He knows that.
It's proven.
So he goes to an ambulance manufacturing plant or facility, something like that, and he wants to get an ambulance, old school angular box ambulance.
It makes sense, I guess, a little bit later, but right now you're kind of just sitting there going, aren't you just kind of overdoing this? Wouldn't a fine van just do it, just an Econoline?
Well, no, I figure because you need the space. You don't necessarily need like the chairs, because like if you get a big like on Legends House when they took the van to Vegas, like those big like 4-row vans.
That's the Econoline, yeah.
But then you just take out all of those seats. Why don't you just get a car that's designed to have that empty space for you to put something in?
Right, and you need something that it's not going to be able to move around too much. And I think there's a way for them to secure whatever it is to the back or to the floor in that ambulance, because if you. I mean, really, you understand the size and the magnitude of the meals that they're making. You really do need an ambulance.
But at the same time, you don't want to get... That also limits their space to essentially the size of a human body, which...
More or less. I mean, it's tall enough to where you could possibly stand up in it.
Maybe.
I mean...
So far... Yeah. He sees the ambulance graveyard and essentially the worst squishy seats... He starts losing his mind. This is a winner. Well, I never thought this is the best day of my life.
I mean, really, when the guy said top brand new off the line ambulance is about, maybe $100,000. I don't want that anymore.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good anymore.
I'll take the best of the worst. I want the ambulance that you get when you call 912. I want that ambulance right there.
And he buys an ambulance. We don't know what he's going to do with it. Well, we don't know what he's going to do with it.
It starts. I think that's really where you realize you want to buy this ambulance. If you turn the key and it turns on, maybe it's for you. You have a special bond, It's like I've got magic in my fingers. You and I, boy. You and I have got places to go, people to feed, a calling. That's what we've got.
Speaking of those people, Harley heads down to the school, meets the teacher. She's very pretty.
Very pretty, and Miriam.
And one of my favorite lines, which made me think that this was a different, special kind of school, is "Wave at the visitor."
That's weird.
She's like, "This is Mr. Morenstein. He's gonna say hi to you kids."
And Harley addresses the fact that he's a former teacher, not been in front of a class in a long time. So he's a little nervous, and
I'll top you off.
He's willing to put on his teacher pants, so to speak, and be the bigger man. Of course, he's talking to kindergartners, he could punt them all very easily. He's a large gentleman.
A very large gentleman with a very large beard. He wants to create a moment they will cherish so much it will probably ruin their lives.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy when he explains that adults can do whatever they want, and someday you will be an adult. I mean, that's it right there. Someday you'll grow up and you can be real people. Because right now you're not real people.
We are real people.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not real people.
Soon, maybe about 10 years.
How soon? 10 years.
It's so good. It's such a good show. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. You need to watch it. Why are you watching the show if you're not watching the show? They discover he's trying to ask what the kids like, and the first thing to come out of a young child's mouth is robots. It's like, no, food. What do you like to eat? Food.
Well, robots and dinosaurs were the first two things they said, you know, and they could have created a robot dinosaur.
Like, I can't remember any of the Beast Wars.
Well, I mean, there's Beast Wars, and there's, like, the Transformers.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, they could have made, like, a Grimlock sort of thing. Or,
yeah.
But we head back to the home base, and they're brainstorming. It's time. We got to make this meal for this kids. They decide they're going to make a robot made out of food. And it's like, this nothing to do with food, but we got to give it laser eyes.
No, yeah, that's
Required.
Of course you do. Of course you do. You need that little bit of catchy element. I mean, I made this jacket and I added some catchy element to it. You need that one thing.
Which element is that? The one that stands out?
The ropes right here.
A figure. Yeah, it's nice. It frames you really well.
No, it does. So you need that one catchy element when it walks up, because it's a freaking robot.
Yes.
And you see its laser eyes, you go, Terminator. Oh.
Subtle, small, quiet, subtle. They're throwing ideas out like what do we got for a body? What do we got for legs? What do we got for arms? Hot dog fingers, tater tots, mashed potatoes. Wait, tater tots, Taterbot.
Taterbot.
Wait, Mr. Taterbot.
Substitute teacher,
Mr. Taterbot.
And they had sort of a heated argument on here about either hot dogs or corn dogs. Now, which way do you lean, sir?
For what they went with, the hot dogs are creepier. Corn and for what they were doing,
They look more fingery.
but also they're just kind of flopping there. It's really weird. Personally, I'm just gonna have another sip of this real quick.
Thank you, Mr. Jakes.
That's tea in there. Beautiful tea.
Texas tea.
Yes, Tennessee tea.
Oh, yeah.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Personally, I would have preferred corn dogs. But it's not for me, it's for kids.
Well, I mean,
You got 10 hot dogs for kids who are looking at a freakish robot.
I don't know if I can sit here, though. I'm a hot dog guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, no worries.
Maybe I should leave.
No judging.
Maybe I should.
No. Please sit down.
I'm not wearing pants.
Yeah, he's not wearing pants. Thank you for giving a look. Oh, man, this is going to be a great show. How many episodes? 16 episodes? All right.
Well, I mean, if we keep doing
Episode
2,
1.
we'll do 8 of these, and maybe we can do about 4 of those
4 of
bottles,
these. Maybe we'll get honey next time.
Yeah.
So, while they're starting to make Mr. Taterbot, they hear the siren. What the hell's going on? We got to check it out. Up rolls the ambulance.
The finished product, baby.
The beautifully painted, giant Epic Mealtime logo on the side, bacon weave grills, pig snout, and some strange sort of cannon on the top.
I didn't know quite what to think of that cannon. I mean, it's...
What's the point?
Yeah.
America, that's the point.
That's right. You can't get away with this stuff in Canada.
No, you had to do that in America.
Firepower.
Exactly. Harley shows off his pride and joy. It's what, a 10-cylinder cannon, air-powered cannon that just, they're firing food at the wall.
It's a Gatling gun.
It's a food Gatling gun that just fires food at you.
Basically loaded with air is what it is.
Crap, what did they say? It was, the ambulance fires food at you whether you like it or not. It's unlike a food truck where you go up and order food that you like. No, the ambulance fires food at you whether you like it or not.
That's right.
And that's this show kind of in a nutshell. They start assembling Taterbot. Of course, what's the best thing for feet? Shepherd's pie, idiot.
Because it's heavy. I get it. It's weighted because the rest of the body's going to be heavy. You got that shepherd's pie, real dense, going to nail it to the floor, basically.
It gives you balance.
Yeah.
It balances the robot. They got licorice arms. burger legs, grilled cheese body. They figured a giant, just like huge
meat hands
patty, like a huge just
it's
beef
a ball.
patty,
They
a
must
ball
have
of meat,
baked it.
and hot dog hands. Just madness.
Well, I guess the meat hands, when you close your eyes and it strokes your face, you can imagine it's a real person. A real dead person, because those hot dog fingers are cold by that point.
You've seen some stuff, Hobo.
I've seen some things.
Okay, so we get to the kindergarten, and it's reveal time. Some of my favorite. Harley Morenstein is one of the most insane people on the planet, and I am honored to have been given and shared a drink with him. Do you want to live forever? Yeah! Do you want to live forever? We want to live forever! Me too, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
Maybe that's why he's not a teacher anymore.
Probably not, but he was a high school teacher, so there's a little bit different.
Oh, so you want to ruin those kids' lives.
Exactly. This is the closest we'll get to living forever. They just unmask and the kid's face is just, oh! And the smartest and probably scariest thing that they could have done was put a GoPro right in the chest of the robot. So the kids are slowly inching their chairs up like, can we eat it? Can we eat it now? And it's like, yeah, go ahead. And they're just ripping this thing to shreds like 3 grilled cheeses per hand. Kids like, oh, I got the hot dog. And like, it's so great. These kids just ripping this robot
as
apart.
though they're starved pit bulls.
It's ridiculous. And as they're ripping it apart, we get some reflection from the crew, from Harley especially. Forever. They're going to remember this forever. They're going to remember me. They're going to remember the gang. Probably not Dave.
Dave's not that great.
Yeah, it'll probably slip their mind.
I just like that little girl with that like fistful of licorice. Hey, that's a lot of licorice. What you gonna do? I'm gonna eat it.
Just this huge, it was like tendons and muscles. It was gross. It was great, but it was kind of gross. And we got to see a kid who just put like half of a sandwich in his mouth and just. And we got to see our first thing that's truly great about the show is at the end of the credits, every episode, a portion of every episode's budget gets donated to the Los Angeles Food Bank, which is just top-notch, top quality. You don't feel as guilty for watching this just...
That's no BS, man. That's something they didn't have to do, and they decided to do it anyway. That's classy. As crazy as they are as classy as that.
They're wonderful human beings. They will push their brand as far as possible, and then they will use that brand for the greater good.
Yeah, that's true.
Wonderful first episode, Taterbot, and we'll go right into the second one, The Feast and the Furious. And we started out, it's a new morning, it's a new day, we gotta start out strong. So what are we gonna make? Not some stupid omelet with an egg about this big. We're gonna make an ostrich the ostrich nest. With ostrich egg, ostrich meat chili, pulled pork potatoes, all in this huge, we got the hammer cam that cracked open the eggs. Just pure madness.
Does Triple H know about this? Because he's the guy who does the 12-egg omelet every morning. Just crack 2 ostrich eggs, man. You'll save your hands a whole lot of grief.
I think they said that 1 ostrich egg is equal to 15 regular eggs, and it's about 24,000 calories.
It's nuts, man.
For 1 egg, and they had like 4.
Oh, man, just watching them crack that open with the hammer. Oh, that was nasty. Oh, it was like, if it was in 3D, you would have thrown up all over your shoes.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
We find the client of the week, a used car lot, wants to put on a customer appreciation day. And
makes some sense.
Let's give them an epic meal.
I've never heard of a used car salesman giving back to the community. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, it seems like a one-stop shop. Like, hey, thanks for coming. See you never until that car dies and you won't trust us anymore because we sold you a bum car.
Right.
One of my favorite things is that the only way that Dave would agree, cousin Dave would agree, is if there was was there one of them wacky arm guys that's going to be there? And they're like, yeah, then I'm in.
Well, okay.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Yes.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
You're very good at that.
I am. I'm years of practice.
You need some more Jack.
No, I'm okay. And Harley goes in and meets the manager, and he tries to bring across the point. You're not sort of this new sort of modern chef like a chef noir. Black Chef?
Black Chef? I mean, are we talking South Park Chef? 'Cause
no.
He was pretty smooth. He had a beard.
Close enough.
Close.
Let's go with that. He doesn't like. They're not car people. He's like he wants to see the appeal of it. Cars are the opposite of food. You go into cars. Food goes into you. So,
you know what? I think the Dalai Lama said that. No, it wasn't the Dalai Lama. I think it was Mahatma Gandhi said that. Yeah. That's a guy who knew about food.
Very much
Or
so,
knew
yeah.
about not having food. That guy got it.
and he was a car guy too.
He was, yeah.
Drove a hot rod around all the peace rallies. That's that Gandhi. So Harley learns how to sell a car, or he tries to. He's
Right.
like, hi, welcome. You want this car? You can't have this car. It's too decadent for you. This is for a man who likes black and listens to Rush.
Right. I listen to Rush.
Oh, then wait. Let's talk some more. This might be for you.
I like that bit of advice, though. People are attracted to the color of the color of the car by the shirt that they're wearing. So Harley wants a flannel car, which is brilliant.
I would love to see a flannel car.
It's warm in the winter. In the summer, it's kind of balmy, I guess.
Yeah, but could you imagine flannel interior on a car?
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be pretty awesome.
It'd be a Foleyized car.
Yeah.
Mick Foley's car.
Back to wrestling.
Yes,
But if you think about that same sort of thing, we got a red color palette for all of the promos for Epic Meal Empire, and here we are with our red ass shirts.
Let me tell
Culinary
you.
Ninja in theme as opposed to yours.
Because the beast eats, baby. The beast is hungry. I didn't even mean to wear a red shirt. I have no clue why I did. I figured that's some sort of subversive advertising on their part.
Exactly.
They managed to get into my brain, and I really don't like it all that much.
They're going to try to manage to get into your stomach.
Ooh.
We get back to home base, and Natalie suggests that the boys might need some speech counseling because they're a little too Canadian. They're like,
Well-
so what's that? What's another word for spaghetti? Pasta. See, no, it's not pasta. It's pasta.
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 And they do like let's do a role play. Not that kind. Oh, all right, fine. And they do a sample call where Harley's on one side of the phone, Natalie's on the other. It's like, hi, I was wondering if I could get a pasta dish. Yeah, we do pasta. Oh no, not pasta. I want pasta. You're getting a little aggressive. Oh no, I'm not getting aggressive. Have you ever seen Epic Mealtime on the internet? If you want to see that and think I get aggressive, then maybe we shouldn't be doing business.
Okay, I don't want to do this with you. Click.
Click. Beautiful.
Just.
And then
goofy.
Natalie teases, well, there might just be a little surprise for you later on. And Amir went, well, I mean, we know what the surprise is. Your Christmas must be hard for you.
You got a voice ghost for us. You're bad at this.
And she just went, the guys decide that they want to make a car out of food.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Good idea. They try throwing out a bunch of ideas. There was like day-old food, because it's a used car, so they get cheap food like frozen food, like all the like kind of cheap stuff. They go through a bunch of names that they want for the meal. Crap.
There's the Hamburgini.
The
I like that
Hamburgini.
one a lot. The Little Bread
Corvette.
That
There was another one, but Harley essentially wasn't listening and was like, "It's the Feast and the Furious. That's what we're doing."
It worked in the end. It really did.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they end up. The guys are a little uncomfortable going to this Canadian, their voice lessons to try to get rid of their Canadianness. Dave said something I really liked, which was, "We just got here, and everybody's like, you sound stupid, so change."
What do you mean? That's on the shirt. Welcome to LA. You sound stupid, so change.
Yeah, that
That's
sounds about
literally on the shirt. You can buy that down in Hollywood.
And it was really, so we've done a little bit of acting. We are students of the trade. And one of my favorite vocal warm-ups is "I am a pheasant plucker."
I've never done that
You've
before.
never done that?
Never
I am a
done that.
Almost did it. I am a pheasant plucker. I pluck mother pheasants. I am the most pleasant mother pheasant plucker that ever plucked a mother pheasant. So you got to see.
You were like right in the line.
So
I was
close.
expecting one to just fly out.
My favorite one is to do that clean a couple times and then just totally ruin it, like Harley did. So I went, that's my guy right there. That's totally my guy.
So you gotta do it.
They each get very Canadian things to say, and they all just butcher it. He tries a little bit.
Well, because he wanted to be cast as the president of the United States.
Yeah, if I go out on an audition and I want to be the president of the United States, you know, this is important to me.
Harley for president. Hashtag make it happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking. Like,
I mean, he wasn't born here, but he can be the president of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Do it.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Make it
Hashtag
happen.
Harley for president.
Let's get an amendment. Writin'. Just gonna take
Writin'. Yeah. Writin' and an amendment.
Rinnamin of an amendment.
Liniments.
That can make Harley president of something.
Yes.
A full amendment to the Constitution that is directly in association with Epic Mealtime.
Can he be like president of United States chefs? Can we do that?
Can he be the presidential chef? Like, can the Epic Mealtime crew
We're gonna get another Taft in the White House if that happens.
Before, like, afterwards. Like, usually most presidents go gray. Someone's gonna go Taft. Next.
Who? My fellow American.
Oh. And then you just hear in the background, damn right! And just his Harley's sick, like, high-pitched cackling, just just that weird, like, creepy Joker laugh. We're back. We're back to the thing. I should.
No. Yeah, you're. There you go. Like a boss.
Just got to clear the palate. Whew. Guys are back at the home base. There it is. And they're excited. They're ready. It's time. Like, Harley's coming back with the car, and you see we get some GoPro footage of Harley just having a good old time driving back. You don't exactly see what it is. There's no roof.
You don't see there's a roof on it, and you could see him with the steering wheel. And there isn't much out past the steering wheel.
It's kind of like a steering wheel floating, and you're like, is it what's going on? Rolls in. If you've ever been to an airport and you see those like 2-row carts with a bit of like flatbed for a bit of luggage, that's what Harley rolls in on, and the guys are just not happy.
They wanted a car,
real car,
and I don't blame them. No,
not at all. Not at all. They start figuring out what they're gonna put on this car, how they're gonna mount it.
They break out everything. You really do see every type of meat, every type of everything, as they're trying to plaster it onto this buggy, as they call it.
There was like, do we have any horse meat? So this thing isn't gonna get any real horsepower.
Ho ho!
Is there gonna be any seafood?
Nope.
How are we gonna shrimp my ride?
Oh!
Terrible, awesome, excellent, just perfect. And they're trying to really get that little bit of used car in there, and at least for presentation, because it probably wasn't eaten and it probably smelled for high heaven, they had tripe upholstery.
Oh God, that's right. It was tripe.
Yeah, yeah. Tripe upholstery. They had it, and they made like a little bow at the end. Like, not a bow, but they made it. They tied it up at the end. And they made it look nice.
And it's uncooked if it's malleable. If anybody's ever had that, it gets really hard, really quick.
Super gross. Super gross. It's presentation time. The customers are all milling about, looking at cars for some reason. How did they get there? They probably walked.
This is the gimmick.
Yeah, they're playing up the gimmick a bit, and the three guys are presenting it. Ladies and gentlemen, they're just selling it, upselling it, super big. The Little Bread Corvette, and they look over. Nothing's happening. We see a shot of Harley just like trying to gun it.
Engine, why you no work?
The engine failed. It's probably a tiny little electric motor that had maybe 5 volts left.
They were probably thinking, as they were plastering all that stuff, oh, we got to get this done, not, oh, we have to plug this in.
Probably not. They didn't.
Yeah.
They probably plastered the bacon on the front before putting a new battery in.
They bought it for $500. Didn't ask how it go.
No, you got it. You get what you pay for.
Hey, how this go? How this go?
How go this pedal or switch? And so the guys go back, state of emergency, push it forward. Harley still feels like a king on his throne, and they just put food on a car.
I wonder how they got it to stick. Like glue, or
they probably could have mounted a bit of maybe the foam or something and put like toothpicks. The whole front of the car. That's good to do on an audio podcast.
Yeah, put your hands in front of the microphone.
Right in front of the microphone.
Just like this.
So all around the grill, they had a bacon weave. And they had chicken riding shotgun. They just had a couple of rotisserie chickens just
like
next to him.
6 chickens stacked up. Yeah.
They had
This is my chick. She's
they
riding
had
shotgun.
ski racks of ribs.
Terrible.
They had a smoker in the back in case you needed to barbecue on the go.
Always.
Naturally.
Always.
They had generic rice treat tires for the middle 2 tires because they didn't really have any weight on them.
Not Rice Krispie. In no way affiliated with Rice Krispie. Brand treats.
Why you say that word?
I'm saying.
And then just a whole bunch of meat just around and like cupcakes and like whatever.
And pies.
and a lot of
pasta for some reason.
And I think they loaded it with a lot of strange ADR, strange sound effects and ADR because the crowd noises for like when they rolled up were so like canned. And I was like, I understand it's probably like 10 people and you didn't get the audio that you wanted. Everybody was just kind of like golf claps.
Solid golf claps.
Solid golf claps.
Yeah.
It was still really weird. Everybody
Maybe they
was
were
tearing
really
it apart.
hungry. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Low blood sugar. Yeah, let's get it in here. I'm so hungry.
That's great. They rolled it up. Everybody starts tearing it apart like you would an epic meal. It was weird. They're like putting pizza with like a piece of meat and bacon in there and a cupcake, and they were all eating it at once.
I'm not a
Just
fan of the mixing and matching so much. That's
like,
not my deal.
Like putting a piece of bacon on a pizza, like that's one
cool.
thing.
Like meat on pizza, that's acceptable.
But once
Do
you start
not put any
needing-
sweets, you sick bastards.
And that's our one.
Yeah, what bastard? That's a classification. It's a type of individual. An individual is a bastard. It's not a curse word.
It's in the dictionary. You can see that on Fox.
Terrible. What are you, a Puritan?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are buckles all over my shoes. The show,
Yes.
Everybody's eating. It's a wonderful time. Successful meals all around.
Yay.
And the show ends with the guys trying their turn at used car promos.
Actually, I like the fact they tried to sell it to the used car guy on the lot. He said, "I'm not buying that POS."
And they pulled lemons out, and Wartaz was like, "Get it, lemon?" And he was like, "Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
It's funny. What am I paying for?" Solid first 2 episodes from Epic Meal Empire, and if you don't watch the internet show, they make a new crazy epic meal a week, and then they teach you how to make crazy crap over the weekend with Handle It, and this is a brand that you would look at and go, oh wow, that's probably got about 2 weeks left before it's not the flavor of the month anymore. They've been doing this for 4 years now.
Yeah.
Every week, every Tuesday, and now they have a TV show every Saturday.
I don't know how they keep up with the ideas. I really don't. You've got to be uber creative in order to just churn out that much original stuff.
These guys are beyond just uber creative, uber entertaining. Every character fills a particular slot. It is a reality show, but it doesn't feel like a reality. It's technically a reality show.
Yes.
Because it's all real people. But the guys are characters. It's people that you would see and go, that guy's a character, that guy's a card. They fit so well together because they were friends. They weren't placed together. This is a place that they've been building to for years. And now we get to see the fruits of that labor in this show. Rumor has it that there might already been approved for season 2?
Yeah. Just yes.
Just they're 6 episodes in. We are 2 episodes in, and it's going to be a fun time. It really is.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, they sort of have alluded to the fact that they're not going to play by the rules. On this show, they're not going to play by the rules. And I think the moment they called out Natalie for the speech coach thing, they exactly proved that they're not going to play by any sort of goofy cliches, man. This is a food show. This is the most epic food show.
the meals are only going to get bigger from here. You're going to see stuff that they've never done before, and we're going to be there calling the action every single week.
You say calling the action, it really is kind of like doing play-by-play for some crazy-ass sports show.
I mean,
like competitive eating. Let's get Kobayashi on here, baby. Let's see how much of this he can put away.
There's Furious Pete. He's an online dude who does competitive eating. If we could get Muscles glasses, I think he might still be in Canada, but that would be... Who do you want to see us talk to on the show? Let us know in the comments. Let us know on Twitter. Tweet at AfterBuzz. Tweet at Epic Mealtime. At Harley Morenstein. At Epic Mook. Tweet all of them.
Piss them off.
Make them mad with the amount of stuff that we want to do with them. They're local. They're
local-ish.
They're part-time local. We are all the time local. We have a bottle of Jack Daniels, and they have some thirst.
And they got some food, too. If they could just lay some down on this table right here, I'd be a happy boy.
And that's another thing. If you want us to try to make any sort of an epic meal, let us know. We'll bring it and consume it in some fashion.
I'm a pretty good cook. I've got a couple of videos up about me making hobo stew. I'm a pretty good cook. I could try my hand at this.
Epic hobo stew.
This is pretty high octane stuff. I don't know how good I would be at it, but I can certainly try.
We will certainly try, and we will try to entertain you every week here on AfterBuzz TV. Hobo, where can the folks find you on the interweb?
I am at the Twitter. At True Hobo, ProWrestlingTees.com/Hobo. I have a shirt. That's how big a deal I am. If you don't know who I am, I have my own shirt. My face is on it. Do you have a shirt with your face on it? Buy my shirt with my face on it!
You also have a logo that Harley Morenstein himself so owns.
It's true. He bought it through somebody else. He's worn it. We're all gonna be in a movie coming up called
Hobokilosis.
Thank you. I still can't say that.
That's
I don't know why.
It's a speech impediment.
Yeah.
So you can find me on Twitter at SoapboxMark. You can find the two of us fighting for this belt. You know, friendly competition.
Most beautiful belt you've ever seen, right?
It's so beautiful.
Right? Don't look at her.
You can find us at Soapbox Car TV. You can find us here on AfterBuzz. We do the AfterBuzz for NXT.
And last night for SummerSlam.
Last night for SummerSlam, if you're wrestling fans. And then I also am on the Ruby After Show that goes bi-weekly.
We're busy.
We're busy, and we're going to be here every Monday telling you about Epic Meal Empire.
Get hungry.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow all of us here at AfterBuzz TV, at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter. Next time, we're going to eat this bottle whole.
Yeah. We'll do anything for money.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.